Hi there YouTube, Harrogate Bantam here, and this is the second part of my Reissue Seacons review. So if you missed part one, you better have a look back and see the first three figures. Now fourth, and the fourth of these smaller figures is Scalar, who is a koala kenth, something like that. It looks a bit like an anglerfish to me. Similar colours to Tentacle, sort of blue, pink and, well, two shades of pink. In his attack mode, with his guns on the top, mouth that opens and closes. All in all, quite a good looking figure really, in that there's a lot of detail on there, and for a G1 figure that's quite impressive. Again, feels a little bit solid compared with some of the others. Transformation, dead simple. Like most smaller G1 figures, just flip this fin down. What I'm going to do is pull his head out and round, like so. Form his feet, just pop his hands up out of the way. Now, for some reason his hands don't detach, they stay as they are. Flip his fishtail down to reveal his pinhead. Then flip his fists out, like so. And there you have him in robot mode, and then what you can do is give him his two weapons. Now these are a little bit sort of nun's fanny type, and again for some reason. Some people also, I believe, have had issues with some of the figures having two left fists or two right fists, but I don't seem to have had that problem. But there's Scalar in his robot mode, and as like the others, we have a collector's card there. Let's just move him out of the way. And then finally, from the smaller Seacons, we have Nautilator, who is probably my personal favourite. Along with Seawing, he's got a bit better or a bit more sensible colour scheme. He's a lobster monster, and again he's very simple to transform. The original bio, it suggests that Nautilator was usually used as the target master weapon because he was really clumsy and a bit shit generally, so the other Seacons didn't particularly like him. To transform him to robot mode, what you do is you can remove his lobster claws or you can leave them on. I like to take them off, as it means you can fold his lobster legs away. Remove his gun from his lower jaw, and then what you want to do is take the back section, pull it down and fold it round, and then flip this whole section down like so, and that reveals his head. Push his lobster legs back, and then he's got quite small arms, and he takes his gun quite nicely. And there you have Nautilator in robot mode, who, like I say, for some reason is probably my favourite of the set. Can't say why, because when you look at him from that side, his head's way back. But all in all, quite like him. Moving back, and again, he does have a tech specs card. Right then, well, finally we come to Snaptrap, who is of course the leader of the Decepticons. No, he's not, he's leader of the Seacons. Sorry about that, whoever was leader when the Seacons were about, possibly not even Galvatron, another Pretenders maybe. But anyway, no, Snaptrap was definitely leader of the Seacons and not of the Decepticons. And he is a turtle monster. Now just to show you for completeness, I have put his actual gun on top, just to show him in his attack mode. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to take that off so you can see him a little bit better. Now again, my cousin had Snaptrap as a kid, so sort of transforming Snaptrap again and seeing him after probably a good 15-16 years since I last saw him does bring back some childhood memories. Again, he comes with a tech specs card. Now one of the cool features of Snaptrap is that this lever here sort of gives him a firing motion for his cannons. And like most of the combiner leaders, he's a good sort of individual figure on his own. Now, his jaw does move up and down, and you can sort of move his head, which is really part of his transformation. But other than that, he is quite a mean looking turtle. I don't suppose many people would see turtles as quite so scary, especially not since the ninja types appeared not long after the Transformers craze. But anyway, to transform Snaptrap, you remove this back section here, flip these legs up and around. I like to just pop them down flat. You can put them up or pop them down. What you want to do is take his legs and flip them down like so. Pop them up all the way. There's a reason I did that. Now he does have two little sort of spurs on the back of his feet, which is supposed to hold him up, but they're that loose they don't do a right lot of good. And then you want to flip these parts of his hands down, and there's some auto transform here. Look at that Automorph, original 1988 Automorph, reissued for you today. And then you flip this whole section round, and there you have Snaptrap in robot mode. Now, one of the main complaints about the reissue is that his head's not painted. Well, technically it is, because his eyes have been painted yellow, but originally he was black. Now, for me, it doesn't make a great deal of difference. I think it's good for anybody, for a collector who has an original, to be able to distinguish between theirs and the reissue. One thing I will say is that, again, the plastic does feel a little bit cheap and tacky. Whether that's a cost issue, using cheaper materials, whether it's some sort of child safety issue, I don't know. But anyway, it comes with this really nice chrome sword. It was never chrome in the original Seacons set. In fact, I believe it was the same colour as this sort of light pink section of his arms. And then has this huge fuck-off gun, which is really, really quite impressive. And he is quite an impressive figure on his own. Very, very nice to look at. A good display piece. I think for me, you can actually display the Combiner team leaders themselves, and they do make for good individual figures. In fact, I think in the original Japanese Master Force cartoon, Snaptrap, who was called Turtler or something, was the only one of the Seacons who actually had his own individual personality. The other Seacons never transformed into robot mode, and were basically sort of clones of each other, and they only were under Snaptrap's command for forming Piranacon. And I think Tentacle did appear in a couple of the episodes just on his own in Squid mode. But anyway, that's the sort of 6 individual figures, if you like. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to get ready for the main event, the formation of Piranacon, and I'd like you to join me for part 3.